All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Gavin Farm. We are back in no one's land today. Still working on this field. We got a little tiny patch left. You see it right there. Hopefully get that done here just a second, and then this guy's going to go over to do a grass field over by the animal pen so that we have grass for the sheep. All of this stuff that's coming out now doesn't pay it, or it doesn't flood. And I really tried last night to get this done so that I could come on here this morning and say, oh, look, the field's done. We've moved on to the next one. But it didn't happen. I had a couple of meetings I forgot about until they reminded me on my calendar. But that's okay. We're almost done here. So far, I have learned that getting the AI workers to drive anywhere on this map is not been successful. They don't do well. So once we're done, it's going to be driving them over there myself. I'll get the other one started. I've got to figure out what's going to get what. The planting part can be done by auto AI worker because the field will be there, so it should map it out and be able to do that. Just going to figure out what's going to go in. I have two fields now that we have to decide. One of the smaller one over there is probably going to be sugar beets or sugar cane. Because between all of the production points that need with all the start over with all the production points that need sugar, we need to be producing a lot of sugar from the sugar mill, and you're going to see more and more production points popping up on here as we build this map up. can watch the square down there on the map get a little smaller and smaller because we're getting this done. The rows are taking less and less time to do. And I think I still have to test both of these fields for their nutrient values to figure out what nutrients are needed. So I'll have to run that. I will do that off the stream. I won't make you guys watch that process. This one is so there was a mod in 22, I think, that did the same thing as the field tester, but one sample covered the whole field. Instead of a whole bunch of tiny little ones. I don't know if that one's available for this map yet. I don't think it is. Otherwise, it's all the tiny little soil samples that need to go in. I don't know why every time it hits this side, when it's going up the hill, it seems to have a problem. And then when you turn it around, it starts flying down that hill. I think I'll just take it up and down for the next few rows, so I won't go the full perimeter. I'll just go back and forth. That should get it done a little faster. Yeah. This does seem to be taking it out a little bit quicker than having to do all four sides. So maybe I should have started doing this a long time ago. Planter is already over there by the silage maker. Took it over yesterday just to see if that drug row would force me to plow it first, or if I could plant grass straight from what was there already. The answer is you have to plow it first. Apparently, it has to get recognized as a field before you can plant in it. So you can't just create fields with a planter. So a good reason to invest in a bigger plow. With a bigger plow, this would have been done much, much sooner. Maybe 2 more passes after this one. I don't think I'll quite get it in one. Yep, 2 more. This one and then 1 more back up, and this field will be ready. It'll be fully complete, just ready for testing. The grass field, I'm not going to do the tests. I'm just going to plow it and plant it. Keeping a close eye on the forecast for everything. It looks like if we are past freezing marks, and even if we are still expected to freeze, I can throw blankets down, but possibly trying to get garlic and onions in the ground maybe Sunday. And of course, you guys there'll be a video created for that, getting them in the ground ready to go. Because it'll be going into one of the expanded sections of our garden, out past the chicken coop. So if you take a look at where it doesn't see much past the coop. It's in certain directions, but if it faces that way, I might put the chicken cam on and just let it stream. But the chicken cam main focus is the chickens, not anything else. All right, that field is now done. So we're going to head over to the animal pen area. And get that grass field plowed. It's not going to be a very large one. Just enough to be able to keep the sheep fed. And of course, what doesn't go to the sheep in one harvest will go to the cow or the silage maker. And then silage gets fed to the cows. And the excess of that, I'll keep a certain amount, and the excess of that will go to sale. I'm moving right along here. I still have not fixed the path down to the sale area, so it's still really bumpy and uneven. I'll get to fixing that eventually. And of course, the spots that are here that need to be repaired. That trailer needs to go to the sawmill. You guys still hanging out on the roof there. And then we got a fish on top of that one. There's something new. Every time I come past this trailer, I see something new. It's very weird. Oh, didn't quite make it. Oh, back on track. I want to check on how that sawmill's doing. Once it's empty, um, it's going away. It was just kind of there to get me started before I took over the one down by the sail points, the dock area there. Getting some good honey pellets. And the section of grass here that I mowed out is the road to get back to the animals. We'll probably make that a little bit more permanent. So I'll come right up here. And first things first, we gotta make sure that this guy's on, pulling all this in. And it does not look like he is. No, he's not, so we gotta get in here and do that. There we go. Hopefully gets that whole pile taken care of so that I can build a dump area there. Pile this under, and this is going to be the grass field for the sheep. And we'll start with like 3 or 4 rows. See if how that handles. I will not be using the big guy there to mow it down. I will be trying to get some areas that are they're in need of it, that machine, or I might end up selling him because I bought it to mow all this down, thinking that it would be collectible, and it's not. So it's not collectible, so there's no point in mowing it all down. I can just do this like I'm doing with the fields, just plow it in. Let's do one more row, and then I'll clean up the edges a little bit, and then we'll get the cedar out and plant. There's 4 rows in this field, should be plenty. We feed the sheep. And we'll clean up these edges here a little bit. Come over here. And that. Alright, so he's done for a little bit. I do have some more fields I'm going to plant. I would try to get those done. Or I'll be working on those tonight. Let's go over and get the planter. It's already got grass seed in it. And for this tiny little bit, it shouldn't use it all. There's a 4-edge wagon that is both a mower and a 4-edge wagon. That'll probably be what I get to bring over here to use for this one. This guy's gonna make it real easy to mow it, harvest it up, take it to the sheep. And then whatever doesn't get used gets piled up to go into the silage maker. But I also need to keep some for the purposes of having year-round, when the grass is not growing, year-round food for the animals. Because the animals don't stop eating because the crop's not coming in. A couple more passes with this and we'll be planted with grass. So tiny little spot that we're gonna need to get up and going. Alright. We've got our grass field planted. So right now, we've got the grass field that we just put in right there. Of course, we're gonna do the save. So we got that tiny little grass field there. And we have our big fields here. We have corn growing already. We don't have anything else in the other two yet. Need to get those. Have they been tested? Yes, those two have been tested, so it's just the big one that I have to get done. And I will start on that tonight. I will probably do more fields on this side of that road that is kind of still there. But we'll start on this side getting fields in there as well. Over here, got to do a lot of ground leveling. So even though it's not supposed to be running yet, I might have to move the mill. Get the ground level behind it and get it moved so that it can be easier to get in and out of. Sugar mill. It's right off the road, and I'll put the entrance and exit path back here where it's level. And I'll just clean up around it. And it's off of this side. There's a little bit of a drop till back here. So I'll put the road going in one way, out one way. Right up to the loading point. Actually, why wait? Let's do it. Almost thought I was going to lose my game there for a second. We want asphalt. So we're going to go right from the road back. And then the same thing with over here. From that road all the way through. And what that does is it gives you access to where the pallets are and the loading bay. We'll just get all in front of that too, because if that fills up, the truck will come in right there. So the truck will probably have to come in and then back out. Or we can just, let's just bring it around this way. There we go. So now there's probably still a little bit of an elevation gap in there, but the trucks will come in, unload, and they can leave that way, or they can come in, unload, go that way. Same with the picking up, in, load, out. Perfect. This guy, I think I've already put some wood chips in, so I have to find out how much is in there, because I'm going to level all this out back here and move him back, and then start lining up factories next to him, so it's going to be all level ground. These trees will probably end up going let's see. Whoa, zoomed in too much. But we need to do this. Clean up these points here. And then I will try and see what I can do about getting that not as horrible. I'm doing this again. I will probably still have to go back through and double check everything again. Area around that all set up. I think we're good now. I know we're probably not. We're probably going to have to get some more out of it eventually. Oh, there's some right there. You see, that's usually just making it worse. So try softening it up here. I can also go and take like this ledge here all the way down. Give it even more room. We'll take a look at that next time. I'll work on it some more tonight while I'm at here. For now, it's 8:15. Time for me to get ready to go to work. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. The girls really appreciate you watching. We got to get their screen time in. And it's going to kick out and back in here for just a second. As it does every time it gets switched to. There it goes. Say one more time for the girls. Watch them hang out, do their thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to support Gavin Farm and the channel, go ahead and follow and subscribe. We will be back tomorrow, as usual. If I get a chance tonight, I will start tomorrow morning's stream with a update on all of our little seedlings that have been planted. I do hope to get more stuff planted tonight. If I do, there will be a video uploaded for that. But with that, go out, farm your yard. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.